News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. A section of one busy Erie road had to be closed for several hours after a truck crashed into a telephone pole and caused high voltage wires to fall into the road. State Police, EMS, and Fairfield Fire were called to the 5800 block of East Lake Road shortly before 11:30 this morning. The driver of the truck was taken to a local hospital with only minor injuries. A section of East Lake Road was closed for several hours while Penelec made repairs. COVID-19 numbers continue to rise across the Commonwealth. Let's take a look at the latest numbers for today. State Department of Health reporting 61 new positive cases of COVID-19 in the past 24 hours. Crawford County reporting 8 new cases. Warren County up 7. Chautauqua County continues to report a total of 8,261. Ashtabula County up 10. Pennsylvania reporting 5,343 new cases, and today 40 new deaths reported as well. Now to the latest vaccination efforts in our area. Erie County, we're reporting 127,070 vaccinations that have been administered. Crawford County, the number is 41,527. And in Warren County, 13,802 shots have been given. Across the state, more than 5.5 million people have been vaccinated. If you need information on where and how to sign up for a COVID vaccination, it's as easy as logging onto our website. Go to yourerie.com and click on this link. As COVID restrictions ease and things are slowly getting back to normal, the Maritime Museum is making a grand announcement for its reopening. Julia Hazel joins us in the studio with more. Julia?
Good evening, Brian. The community is excited to be transported back into the 19th century on U.S. Brig Niagara just in time for spring. The pandemic has caused a long and unpredictable year for many. However, the Maritime Museum is ready to reopen at the end of this month.
Now, 13 months later, it's quite exciting and really vital for us to be able to get reopened and have people back in here circulating and learning about the maritime history in the region.
The grand reopening will start April 30th and will have COVID regulations in place.
But we'll have to be operating on reduced occupancy from what we would normally have, and that will carry over. Once ships are back on the water, that'll carry over to the ships as well.
The main building is open for visitors. However, the U.S. Brig Niagara will need more inspection before you take sail.
And they're probably going to be in shipyard in May and early June, and then hopefully by July we'll have some ships starting to be open.
The museum is hoping a lot of people in the community will come.
200 people through here for the first day, one of the first weekend, 200 people a day. I'd be very, very happy about that.
After the grand reopening weekend, the museum will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 9 to 5 p.m. for the next 2 months after April. The site administrator says the museum will reevaluate if they want to go back to being open 7 days a week for the rest of the summer. The evaluations start by the end of June. Brian?
Thank you, Julia. Starting today, you'll need to change the way you make a phone call. The Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission says beginning today, you'll need to dial 10 digits, beginning with the area code 814. Now, the commission says if you dial 7 digits, you'll receive a message asking you to hang up. The next step could be to have an 582 area code, which could eventually be used if 814 is exhausted. As the weather warms up, many folks are anxious for the first catch of trout season. Today kicks off trout season in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission has been busy stocking local streams with fish. The Presque Isle Angler Bait and Tackle store opened a few days earlier. Now the owner is happy to be back open after being closed for the winter.
The perch fishing's been pretty decent early, and that's usually our big indicator of what the season's going to be like. Obviously, we're anticipating good walleye fishing as well.
President Biden has ordered flags to be half-staff after a Capitol police officer was killed by a knife-wielding suspect who rammed into a barricade. This second deadly attack on Capitol Police this year, again, is raising concerns about security.
This morning, sources tell ABC News the now deceased suspect, Noah Green, a man in his 20s, appeared at the North Security checkpoint in this blue sedan.
The suspect rammed his car into 2 of our officers and then hit the north barricade barrier.
Police say Green then got out of the vehicle and lunged towards the 2 officers with a knife. Capitol Police firing at the suspect. Those inside the Capitol building forced into a lockdown.
Exit is permitted at this time in any building of the Capitol complex.
Authorities believe Green had ties to Virginia and Indiana, and investigators are taking a close look at some of his possible social media posts, but no clear motive has been established. 2 officers and the suspect taken to area hospitals, but less than 2 hours later, this heartbreaking announcement.
One of our officers has succumbed to his injuries.
Officer William Evans, affectionately known as Billy, was an 18-year veteran of the Capitol Police Force, flashing red and blue lights winding through the streets of D.C. in a somber procession. Jason LaForest, a personal friend of Evans, says this loss is immeasurable.
It is, incredibly sad and just surreal, to know that Billy died, serving our country, doing something that he loved so much.
The incident reopening wounds yet to heal from the January 6th insurrection when a mob of Donald Trump supporters attacked the Capitol building.
The scab got ripped off again here today. We'll be reviewing everything at this point, including the fencing.
Much of that fencing put up after the insurrection have been removed, and the thousands of National Guard members deployed to protect the grounds have been reduced to roughly 2,300. And right now on Capitol Hill, flags are still flying at half-staff in honor of Officer Evans. We're told the other officer, who was also injured when the car rammed into him, is recovering from his injuries. He's expected to survive. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
And you can watch the latest on World News Tonight. That's coming up at the bottom of the hour.
We've watched the clouds start to increase here this evening. It could be a brief little sprinkle. That would be about the extent of it. Easter Sunday looking pretty good. Your complete forecast next.
From your news leader,